I still buckle the passenger seatbelt, even though there's no one riding next to me. Some habits don't know when to stop driving. Some parts of me are still stuck at 23. You used to fall asleep before we hit the highway. I turned the music down so you could rest. I still turn it down out of habit sometimes, forgetting that the seat's just empty at its best. The empty passenger seat still gets buckled in before I go. Not because I think you're going to feel it, just because my hands don't always know. How to drive like you were always there. Sometimes I catch a stranger's shadow in the window, and for half a second think it's you again. Then the light changes and I'm driving forward alone, but somehow that's okay by then. You used to fall asleep before we hit the highway. I turned the music down so you could rest. I still turn it down out of habit sometimes, forgetting that the seat's just empty at its best. The empty passenger seat still gets buckled in before I go. Not because I think you're going to feel it, just because my hands don't always know. How to drive like you were always there. 오늘은 그냥 놔둘게요. Not buckle, not empty on purpose, just plain. An empty seat doesn't have to mean missing. Sometimes a seat is just a seat again. The passenger seat stays empty, unbuckled, and that's alright with me. I'm not driving toward an ending anymore. I'm just driving finally free. 아직 몸이 기억해도 I'm teaching it a new road to know. 8 months now, and it's still in the cup, standing next to mine like nothing changed. I've thrown out photos, cleared out closets, but somehow this one thing still remains. Maybe it's stupid holding on to plastic, like it means you're coming back tonight. But some goodbyes don't happen all at once. Some just sit there in the bathroom light. Your toothbrush is still in my cup. Bristles dry, but I can't let it go. It's not about you anymore. I think it's about admitting what I already know. 남아있는 건 just a little proof that we were something once. Sometimes I catch myself buying your brand. Muscle memory, not missing you, I swear. Then I stand there holding 2 toothbrushes, wondering why one still gets to stay there. Maybe it's stupid holding on to plastic, like it means you're coming back tonight. But some goodbyes don't happen all at once. Some just sit there in the bathroom light. Your toothbrush is still in my cup, bristles dry but I can't let it go. It's not about you anymore. I think it's about admitting what I already know. 남아있는 건 just a little proof that we were something once. 오늘은 버릴 수 있을 것 같아요. Not with anger, just with quiet hands. This isn't losing you all over again. It's just closing out the very last of our plans. Your toothbrush isn't in my cup. I did it quietly, no drama, no goodbye. It's just an empty space now, and that's okay. I think that's just what growing looks like. 남아있는 건 only me, and I'm finally alright. Two umbrellas by the door still standing, one you never got the chance to use. I keep them clean, I keep them ready for a rain that never brings back you. Every time the sky turns gray, I open both like you're still near. Half of me still waits for footsteps, half of me already knows you're not here. I don't need two umbrellas. One is you and one is just for show, but I keep them folded gently, like our love in a story I still don't let go. 비가 와도 I still leave a space for you to know. The shop still has the one that matches, sitting quiet in the window every day. I never bought another color. Some part of me still walks the old way. Every time the sky turns gray, I open both like you're still near. Half of me still waits for footsteps, half of me already knows you're not here. I don't need two umbrellas. One is you and one is just for show, but I keep them folded gently, like our love in a story I still don't let go. 비가 와도 I still leave a space for you to know. 오늘은 하나 만들고 나가요. Just me under the rain, walking alone. Maybe that's how I finally learned that letting go can still feel like home. I don't need two umbrellas. I'll close the spare and let it rest. One is enough for life that's moving. One is enough, and I think I'm doing my best. 비가 와도 나는 걸어가요. I finally leave that space for me instead. 3 years I kept your voice on opened like a letter I was scared to read. A single message frozen in October, the last sound of you that's left with me. Tonight the room is quiet enough, my hand is shaking on the phone. I've been so brave holding on to silence, but silence gets so hard to hold alone. Play it now, play it slow, let your voice come home one more time. I'm not calling you, I know. Just saying goodbye to a sound not alive. 그리워도 이제는 I think I'm ready to let it go. You said call me back like it was nothing. Never knew that it would be your last. I've rehearsed 100 silent answers, standing in the doorway of the past. Tonight the room is quiet enough, the clock stopped needing to move on. I've been so brave holding on to silence, and the holding's what kept you gone. Play it now, play it slow, let your voice come home one more time. I'm not calling you, I know. Just saying goodbye to a sound not alive. 그리워도 이제는 I think I'm ready to let it go. 잘 가요 그 목소리, not the boy, just the echo I saved. I'll keep the quiet, not the message. Delete the file, but keep the way you made me brave. Play it now, play it last, let your voice walk out the door. I'm not holding on to a voicemail, I'm just finally choosing me before. 그리워도 이제는 I'm ready, I let it go. I still make your side of the bed every morning, smooth the sheet like you might come home tonight. Been folding corners for a love that isn't sleeping under a blanket I keep pulling tight. 300 mornings, give or take, I've been leaving room for a ghost. The mattress doesn't remember your weight. Maybe it's time I let go of what I miss the most. Tonight I'm sleeping in the middle, not on my side, waiting for you. No more space for what could have been. I'm taking back the whole room, that's all I can do. 편하게 잠들어요. This bed was always big enough for two of me too. Your sigh still smells like laundry. laundry, not like you. Funny how a habit outlives a name. I used to think that letting go meant losing. Now I think it's just changing how I stay the same. 300 mornings, give or take, I've been leaving room for a ghost. The mattress doesn't remember your weight. Maybe it's time I let go of what I miss the most. Tonight I'm sleeping in the middle, not on my side, waiting for you. No more space for what could have been. I'm taking back the whole room, that's all I can do. 편하게 잠들어요. This bed was always big enough for two of me too. 안녕, good chatting. I'm folding the blanket different tonight. Not for someone who isn't arriving, just for the version of me who's alright. Tonight I'm sleeping in the middle, stretching out across the whole night. No more space for what could have been. I finally take up all of my own life. 편하게 잠들어요. This bed was always big enough, and so am I. There's a street light right outside my window, where you used to stand and wait for me to come down. I still check it before I fall asleep, half hoping, half scared to see you around. It flickers on at the same time every evening, like a habit the whole street can't seem to break. Just like me, I guess, still checking the corner for a shadow that isn't there, for goodness sake. The street light outside my window isn't waiting up for you anymore. It's just doing its job, lighting up the empty street where you used to stand before. Could be that I'm the only one still standing there. Sometimes I turn my lamp off just to watch it, that orange glow against the dark blue night. I used to think it was romantic having a signal, now it's just a light, and that's alright. It flickers on at the same time every evening, like a habit the whole street can't seem to break. Just like me, I guess, still checking the corner for a shadow that isn't there. Every year I write you one more letter. Pretend you're waiting somewhere for the mail. I fold each page into a paper crane and hide the words I never learned to say. The jar's getting full of things unsent, 100 versions of goodbye. Maybe I'm not writing this for you now. Maybe I'm just learning how to fly. Fold it soft, let it go into a crane that never has to land. This is the reply I'll never send, but it's the closest I've come to holding your hand. I still understand. I used to think that silence meant I lost you. Now I think it's just how stories end. Not every letter needs an answer. Not every love needs to bend. The jar's getting full of things unsent, 100 versions of goodbye. Maybe I'm not writing this for you now. Maybe I'm just learning how to fly. Fold it soft, let it go into a crane that never has to land. This is the reply I'll never send, but it's the closest I've come to holding your hand. For who I'm learning to be. Fold it soft, let it go into the sky where old letters land. This is the last reply I'll send, and I'm finally okay with where I stand. 나가요, 그만둬. I let it go. And I understand. I laid the Polaroids out on the balcony. Let the rain do what I couldn't do myself. Watching your face slowly turn to water, colors bleeding out like something off a shelf. I didn't tear them, I didn't burn them, just gave them back to the sky one by one. Maybe fading is gentler than forgetting. Maybe this is how some love gets done. Photographs in the rain, softening until there's nothing left to hold. Not destroyed, just quietly returning to the weather that made the moment cold. 피에 씻겨가요. I'm letting the picture become the sky instead. Some of them are already just color now. No faces left, just a memory of a memory. I used to think I had to keep every version of you. Now I think some things are supposed to set me free. I didn't tear them, I didn't burn them, just gave them back to the sky one by one. Maybe fading forgetting. Maybe this is how some love gets done. Photographs in the rain, softening until there's nothing left to hold. Not destroyed, just quietly returning to the weather that made the moment cold. 피에 씻겨가요. I'm letting the picture become the sky instead. 마지막 한 장만 남았어요. I keep this one dry, just this one for me. Not to hold on to what we were, but to remember that I let the rest go free. One photograph, safe from the rain, everything else given back to the weather. I think that's the kindest way to say goodbye, softly and not forever. 피에 씻겨가요. Except for the one I'm choosing to keep. There's a song you always used to skip. Never told me why, just moved right past. I found it today while cleaning out the playlist, and finally understood, a little late at last. It's about someone leaving on a train, a boy who never learned to say goodbye right. Maybe you skipped it because it hurt too much. Maybe some songs know us better than we know ourselves at night. The song you always skipped is stuck on repeat inside my head tonight. I finally hear what you were running from, the one thing you never had to say, but the melody knew right. 넘기던 그 노래's teaching me the ending you couldn't write. I used to think you just had bad taste, laughed about and never thought twice. Now I play it on purpose every evening, like I'm finally hearing your unspoken advice. It's about someone leaving on a train, a boy who never learned to say goodbye right. Maybe you skipped it because it hurt too much. Maybe some songs know us better than we know ourselves at night. The song you always skipped is stuck on repeat inside my head tonight. I finally hear You used to write my name on the mirror before the shower cleared the fog away. I'd catch it just before it disappeared, a little proof that love could stay, even for a day. Now I write it just for me sometimes, watch it fade before I even dry my hair. Maybe that's the closest thing to holding you, a message meant to disappear into the air. Handwriting on the mirror, gone before the water's even cold. Some love was never meant to last forever, just long enough for both of us to hold. 사라져도 괜찮아요. Some things are beautiful because they don't stay bold. I still catch myself reaching for a finger, tracing letters that no one else will see. Maybe I'm not writing this for you anymore. Maybe I'm just learning how to let it be. Now I write it just for me sometimes, watch it fade before I even dry my hair. Maybe that's the closest thing to holding you, a message meant to disappear into the air. Handwriting on the mirror, gone before the water's even cold. Some love was never meant to last forever, just long enough for both of us to hold. 사라져도 괜찮아요. Some things are beautiful because they don't stay bold. 오늘은 아무것도 안 쓸래요. Just let the glass stay clear and plain. Not every morning needs a message, some mirrors just reflect without the pain. No handwriting on the mirror, just my own face looking back tonight. Some love was never meant to last forever, but I think that I'll still turn out alright. 사라져도 괜찮아요. I'm learning how to love the fading light. Your side of the closet still empty, wire hanger swaying when I closed the door. I never filled it up with something else, like leaving space keeps you here even more. I open it sometimes just to see the outline of the shirts that used to hang. Funny how an empty space can still feel full when it's the last thing left of everything we had. Your side of the closet isn't waiting for you to hang your coat again. It's just an empty rack of quiet hangers, marking where a life together used to begin. 아직 비어있어요, holding a shape that isn't there to hold anymore. Sometimes I think about filling it with my own things, just to stop the wire from swaying in the draft. But some part of me still isn't ready to take up space where your side used to last. I open it sometimes just to hang. Funny how an empty space can still feel full when it's the last thing left of everything we had. Your side of the closet is waiting for you to hang your coat again. It's just an empty rack of quiet hangers, marking where a life together used to begin. 아직 비어있어요, holding a shape that isn't there to hold anymore. 오늘은 내 옷을 걸어볼게요, not to erase the shape you left behind, just because a closet's meant for living, and I think it's time I claim what's mine. Your side of the closet finally has some color in it now, not because I forgot you were ever there, but because I learned to take up room somehow. 아직 남아있던 나는 finally filling in what's mine to fill. We used to trade songs on the same playlist, one from you, one from me, back and forth. You always picked the loud ones, I picked the quiet. Somehow the mix made sense for what it was worth. I still add songs, but only my half. Now the gaps where yours would go, I leave alone. 20 tracks of just my side of the story, playing next to silence like a phone. Her half of the playlist keeps growing while yours just stopped in June. I'm not deleting your songs, I'm just not adding. I'm learning to let half a mixtape be enough too soon. 그 자리는 비워둘게요, not because I'm still waiting for your track to come. Sometimes I shuffle plays your side by accident, and I let it play instead of skipping through. Not because I miss you in that moment, just because good songs are good songs even without you. I still add songs, but only my half. Now the gaps where yours would go, I leave alone. 20 tracks of just my side of the story, playing next to silence like a phone. Or half of the playlist keeps growing while yours just stopped in June. I'm not deleting your songs, I'm just not adding. I'm learning to let half a mixtape be enough too soon. 그 자리는 비워둘게요, not because I'm still waiting for your track to come. 오늘은 새 플레이리스트를 만들게요, not half of something, just hold just mine. Every song a choice that's only about me, and I think that sounds pretty fine. No more half a playlist, just a full one, every track my own. I kept your songs in another folder, somewhere I don't have to visit alone. 그 자리는 이제 filled with everything I choose. There's a night still saved in my call log. 3 attempts and none of them went through. 2 a.m., my thumb just hovering somewhere between missing you and knowing better than to. I typed out everything I wanted to say, then watched the letters disappear. I wonder if you ever felt it, the static hour when I almost brought you near. Missed calls at 2 a.m., numbers that never learned to ring. I kept my silence like a promise to the version of me still holding on to everything. Saved in a phone I'm too afraid to delete. Sometimes I open up the log by accident, see the timestamp and remember how it felt. 3 tries, 3 reasons I put the phone down. Maybe some love's better left unspelled. I typed out everything I wanted to say, then watched the letters disappear. I wonder if you ever felt it, the static hour when I almost brought you near. Missed calls at 2 a.m., numbers that never learned to ring. I kept my silence like a promise to the version of me still holding on to everything. Saved in a phone I'm too afraid to delete. I'm too scared to send. I finally cleared the log tonight and left a little room for it to end. Goodbye, magic doll, mine to keep, but not mine to defend. Every year I write you one more letter, pretend you're waiting somewhere for the mail. I fold each page into a paper crane and hide the words I never learned to say. The jar is getting full of things unsent, 100 versions of goodbye. Maybe I'm not writing this for you now. Maybe I'm just learning how to fly. Fold it soft, let it go into a crane that never has to land. This is the reply I'll never send, but it's the closest I've come to holding your hand. Naragayo commando. One more year and I still understand. I used to think that silence meant I lost you. Now I think it's just how stories end. Not every letter needs an answer. Not every love needs to bend. The jar is getting full of things unsent, 100 versions of goodbye. Maybe I'm not writing this for you now. Maybe I'm just learning how to fly. Fold it soft, let it go into a crane that never has to land. This is the reply I'll never send, but it's the closest I've come to holding your to the sky where old letters land. This is the last reply I'll send, and I'm finally okay with where I stand. 날아가요 그 마음도 I let it go, and I understand. There's a song you always used to skip. Never told me why, just moved right past. I found it today while cleaning out the playlist, and finally understood, a little late at last. It's about someone leaving on a train, a boy who never learned to say goodbye right. Maybe you skipped it because it hurt too much. Maybe some songs know us better than we know ourselves at night. The song you always skipped is stuck on repeat inside my head tonight. I finally hear what you were running from, the one thing you never had to say, but the melody knew right. 넘기던 그 노래 is teaching me the ending you couldn't write. I used to think you just had bad taste, laughed about it, never thought twice. Now I play it on purpose every evening, like I'm finally hearing your unspoken advice. It's about someone leaving on a train, a boy who never learned to say goodbye right. Maybe you skipped it because it hurt too much. Maybe some songs know us better than we know ourselves at night. The song you always skipped is stuck on repeat inside my head tonight. I finally hear what you were running from, the one thing you never had to say, but the melody knew right. 넘기던 그 노래 is teaching me the ending you couldn't write. 이제 나도 넘길 수 있어요, not because it hurts less than before, just because I finally heard the whole thing, and I don't need to press play anymore. The song you always skipped doesn't play on my list tonight. I'm not running from the ending anymore. I think I finally got it right. 넘기던 그 노래 taught me how to say my own goodbye. I still make your side of the bed every morning, smooth the sheet like you might come home tonight. Been folding corners for a love that isn't sleeping under a blanket I keep pulling tight. 300 mornings mornings, give or take. I've been leaving room for a ghost. The mattress doesn't remember your weight. Maybe it's time I let go of what I miss the most. Tonight I'm sleeping in the middle, not on my side, waiting for you. No more space for what could have been. I'm taking back the whole room, that's all I can do. 편하게 잠들어요. This bed was always big enough for two, me too. Your side still smells like laundry, not like you. Funny how a habit outlives a name. I used to think that letting go meant losing. Now I think it's just changing how I stay the same. 300 mornings, give or take. I've been leaving room for a ghost. The mattress doesn't remember your weight. Maybe it's time I let go of what I miss the most. Tonight I'm sleeping in the middle, not on my side, waiting for you. No more space for what could have been. I'm taking back the whole room, that's all I can do. 편하게 잠들어요. This bed was always big enough for two, me too. 안녕 그 자리, I'm folding the blanket different tonight. Not for someone who isn't arriving, just for the version of me who's alright. Tonight I'm sleeping in the middle, stretching out across the whole night. No more space for what could have been. I finally take a ball of my own life. 편하게 잠들어요. This bed was always big enough, and so am I. There's a puzzle still spread out on the table. 1,000 pieces, we barely did a third. You said we'd finish it some rainy Sunday. That Sunday never came, and neither did a word. I've been staring at the same blue corner. Sky pieces scatter like they're waiting still. Maybe I've been keeping it unfinished on purpose. Like closing it means closing something I can't fill. This unfinished puzzle has been sitting here longer than we lasted. I think it's time I put the last piece in. Even if some parts stay stuck in the past, 아직 못 맞춘 조각들도 maybe belong in a picture I finished myself. I found a piece that fell behind the couch last week. Some part of the picture I thought I'd lost for good. Funny how the missing things come back. matter, like they're waiting still. Maybe I've been keeping it unfinished on purpose, like closing it means closing something I can't fill. This unfinished puzzle has been sitting here longer than we lasted. I think it's time I put the last piece in. Even if some parts stay stuck in the past, 아직 못 맞춘 조각들도 baby belong in a picture I finished myself. 마지막 조각을 놓을게요. Not because the picture needs to be whole, just because I wanna see what it looks like. A story I get to finally close. The puzzle's finally finished, pieces missing, but it still looks like the sky. I think that's just what most love stories are. Beautiful, even with the gaps, even with goodbye. 아직 못 맞춘 조각들도 are just proof that I tried. I still call your old number sometimes, just to hear you say you can't come to the phone. Your voice hasn't changed, even though your number's dead. A stranger's picked it up, but the greeting stayed your own. 20 seconds, that's all I get before the beep cuts you off from me again. I've memorized the pause before you laugh, the little breath you take again and again. Your last voicemail greeting is the only voice I have left of you. Not a conversation, just an instruction, but it's the closest thing to hello I can still do. 그 목소리만 남아서 telling me to leave a message I never sent. I know one day they'll give the number to someone else, and that recording will finally disappear for good. So tonight I'm calling one more time just to hear it, not to leave a message, just to be understood. 20 seconds, that's all I get before the beep cuts you off from me again. I've memorized the pause before you laugh, the little breath you take again and again. Your last voicemail greeting is the only voice I have left of you. Not a conversation, just an instruction, but it's the closest thing to hello I can still do. 그 목소리만 남아서 telling me to leave a message I never sent. 이제 마지막으로 들을게요. Not because I need to hear it anymore, just because some goodbyes deserve one more play before I close that door. Last voicemail greeting is something I don't need to keep calling for. I hear it once more and let it ring out, and I don't dial that